Hello you guys and welcome to my channel. So today's video is going to be a bunch of ride share creepy stories, weird stories, everything in between. Some really good stories are going to be thrown in here as well. It's just a bunch of small story times about ride share apps, so Uber, Lyft, taxis, everything. So let's just go right into this video. So first I'll start off with my Lyft drivers in Vegas. Vegas brings out a lot of weird individuals if you haven't been there. A lot of weird individuals. So the first one, me and my friend went to a club where DJ Pauly D was playing. If you guys don't know who DJ Pauly D is, he's from Jersey Shore, like the TV show Jersey Shore. So we went to the club, we saw him. On our way home from the club, we took a Lyft. We got in the Lyft, and no, on the way to the club, sorry. So we had pre-drinks. It was probably midnight. We're on our way to the club, and we're having some drinks, and this guy proceeds to tell us, I have a YouTube channel. Like, hey, same. At the time I didn't, but he's like, I have a YouTube channel where I record drunk people singing karaoke. And he passes us microphones and asks us what song we want to sing. Sir, I am not singing for your YouTube channel. And I was just like, number one, are we being recorded even if we're not singing? Like, there has to be a camera on somewhere. Like I don't know if I'm on this man's YouTube channel trying, like, we were going back and forth. We're like, no sir, we're not singing, sorry, like, not our thing, like, blah 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 blah. Like, I'm not singing karaoke in front of a strange man with my friend. I don't care how drunk I am. Actually, that's a lie. If I was more drunk, I probably would have done it. But, like, he just wouldn't stop. He's like, are you sure, are you sure, are you sure, come on, do it, it'll be fun, blah 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 blah. And I'm like, no. So that was the first weird Lyft story. The next one is just, again, weird. Like, I know a lot of people have, like, life-threatening rideshare stories. Most of mine are not life-threatening. This one was just like, he was obsessed with Celine Dion, and I believe she is from Canada and we are from Canada, so that is how we got on the topic. So in this Lyft was me, my friend's mom, and my friend's stepdad. And we were on the way to we were on our way to the wax museum, Madame something, Tussauds, whatever it's called. We were on the way to that wax museum, and he's like talking about Celine Dion constantly, and we're just like, oh my god, man. And he starts singing like a part of one of her really popular songs, and we're like, okay. And then it was just finished raining. I remember this like clear as day. It was just finished raining. His wife phones him and he answers it. Like, I think that's illegal. Like, you can't answer personal phone calls while you're driving. Anyway, so he answers this phone call and his wife just proceeds to be like, are you on your way home? It just finished raining. Like, are you okay? I don't want you to get in a car crash. And she just goes on and on and on about how he should be on his way home. And he's like, honey, I'm with some people right now. I'm driving them to the Wax Museum and then I'll be on my way home. Like, this is the last ride I'll accept. I'll come home. And like, she phoned 5 times. This man's wife phoned 5 times while we were in the car, and he answered twice. And she's like, I just want to make sure that you aren't gonna come home. I'm worried. You need to be home now. Like, it just finished raining. There's floods in this area. And he's like, honey, that's like an hour away from where I am. Like, calm down. I'll be home after I drop these people off. And I just thought that was really weird. Like, who answers a personal phone call on speaker when you have people in your vehicle? Like, okay. Next is a few taxi stories in my city where I currently live, and I was living on university property. I was living on campus, and me and my friend were coming home from the hospital after a night out, And literally it is like a 3-block walk, but I was freezing cold. It was 7 in the morning. I hadn't slept yet. I was up for 24 straight hours. Like, I was drunk. I was, yeah, like, it was bad. I was drunk, cold, tired, and I was just like, we tried walking it, and then we walked right back into the ER, and I'm just like, I cannot walk. Like I could walk, but like I was too cold, too tired, just wanting to get home. Like, so we called a taxi. We get in this taxi. Like I said, it's literally not even 5-minute drive. We pass my turn to my apartment, and we're like, my friend picked up on it first, and she's like, isn't that where we're supposed to turn? And I like look, and I'm like so dazed and like done, like I'm tired, I'm cold, I just want to go to bed. And I'm like, oh yeah, like, sir, turn around, you missed our turn. He looks in the rearview mirror, looks us dead in the eyes, continues to drive straight. So then my friend starts like, raised her voice, you need to turn around, you missed the turn. And he does the same thing, looks in the rearview mirror, and then looks back straight and continues driving. We get to 8th Street. Me and my friend are convinced we're getting kidnapped. 8th Street is a very popular street in my city. He turns around this time. Now where do I go? After we repeatedly told him, turn around, you missed our turn. Turn around, you missed our turn. We were convinced we were getting kidnapped. And we're like, literally, I just said it in the most monotone, pissed off, fuck you voice. You need to turn around. I live on Aird Street. He's like, oh, I thought you said 8th Street. So he finally turns around, and I think he clued in. Whether something was going to happen or not, I'm not saying that. But I think he clued into how freaked out we were when I started dialing my mom. Like, it's 7 in the morning. My mom gets up at 5, and I'm not home yet. But, like, I didn't live with my parents, but, like, I knew I could, like, call my mom and be like, yo, like, we're getting kidnapped. Can you phone the police or whatever? Like, you know, like, I was about to phone my mom, and I, like, just looked up. Like, I told my friend that. I was like, I'm phoning my mom. And then he was like, where do I go now? So, like, whether something was going to happen or not, like, hello, like, listen to us when we say turn around. Like, I don't know. That was probably one of the creepiest things that have ever happened to me in a ride-share vehicle. So, yes, thankfully my town now has Uber, so I don't deal with taxi drivers, because I've also been kicked out of a taxi before. Twice I've been kicked out of a taxi, but that will story for another time. If you want those stories, let me know and I would gladly tell them. Another one is the taxi driver blew every single stop sign, every single red light, would like slam on the brakes, continue to go, like blew everything, was just being the most reckless driver I've ever seen. Like, I literally got out of the taxi nauseous. And this was when I didn't live here, so me and my friend went to the Justin Bieber concert and we stayed in a hotel. I literally got so nauseous. I got out of the vehicle, and we had been drinking all night as well. Got out of the vehicle, I was like, I'm going to puke. Like, I'm going to puke. This is terrible. Like, what the hell was that ride? And yeah, so that's really nothing weird or crazy, but like, reckless driver, like, come on now. You need a different job if you can't drive properly. And then coming home from the Vegas trip that I had previously mentioned, we took a taxi back to my friend's mom and stepdad's house, and he was literally falling asleep. Like, literally falling asleep. He was like doing the head bob thing. And like, so my friend's mom, who like basically watched me grow up, was just like yelling, like having a conversation with us, and like just to make sure that she was being loud enough to keep him awake, if that makes sense. Like, he was falling asleep, like, not even, and he drove off like perfectly fine. He was like, have a good night, like, whatever. And I'm like, you need to go home to bed. Like, what are you doing working right now? And like, most recently, like, nothing weird has happened recently to me in a ride share situation other than like not even it's not even weird, but like me and five or there was five of us in total. So five girls got into the tax or the Uber and we got called a bunch of queens. He's like, "Where are you girls going looking like a bunch of queens?" And we're like, "Oh, just on a pub crawl." Like we were all pretty buzzed at the time. And then I was taking an Uber by myself from my friend's house, which big no, don't do that. Bad things can happen. Um Thankfully like I live in a small city, so I don't expect anything bad to happen. I should still be more careful, but however, we just started talking about small towns and he's like, "Oh yeah, where I'm from," because he wasn't from Canada originally. "Where I'm from, when I'm from a small town from where I'm from." English. So what is wrong with my brain? He's like, "I'm from a small town where I'm from." So like his country, he's from a small town. You get the point. Um, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm from a small town here in Saskatchewan." And he's like, "Oh, isn't it just the worst when you were in high school and you'd break up with somebody and then the whole town would find out?" And he just went on this whole tangent about how like it's a small town, everybody knows everything, which is so true. Like I'm not discrediting that, but the fact that the first thing he mentioned about it was when you break up with somebody and then the whole town finds out, like, okay, sir, okay. And yeah, so that is all the creepy, weird ride share stories I have for you today. Hopefully I don't have to make a different video. If I do, I definitely will. So that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I post videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.